Welcome to the Christian Sports Podcast. Today we'll be breaking down everything that happened in the NBA from March 1st through March 13, 2026. Also, doing a little breakdown of how Bam Adebayo dropped 83 points on the Washington Wizards on March 10th on a Tuesday. But let's get back into it. We will analyze the league standings, the biggest team trends, and the game of the two last weeks and the three players who are completely dominating the league over these past 3 weeks. With only a few weeks left before the playoffs, every possession and every game matters. But make sure you like, comment, subscribe. And without further ado, now let's look at the standings above the NBA right now. It's clearly separating into contender tiers. The Western Conference leaders are the Oklahoma City Thunder with a record of 52-15. OKC have been the most dominant team in the league with their analytical strengths being top net rating in the NBA, elite defensive efficiency, excellent turnover margins. They are also 9-1 in their last 10 games, meaning they are peaking at the perfect time before the playoffs. Another team is the San Antonio Spurs with a record of 48-18. San Antonio continues to look like a legitimate title contender. Key analytics are their top rim protection numbers, high transition scoring efficiency, and elite paint defense. They combine length, defense, and pace, which makes them extremely dangerous. Another team is the Los Angeles Lakers with a record of 41-25. The Lakers are climbing fast. The key indicators are 7-3 in their last 10 games with a strong half-court offense and an improved defensive rebounding. They're building playoff momentum, which is completely needed in today's NBA. And now here comes the Eastern Conference leaders. At first, we have the Detroit Pistons with the record of 47-18. Detroit has quietly become the best team in the East. Why they win is because of their top-tier defensive rebounding, physical perimeter defense, and efficient transition scoring. They are winning games through defense and discipline. Also, team from the Eastern Conference is the Boston Celtics with the record of 43-23. Boston remains one of the league's most dangerous offenses. Their advanced metrics are high efficiency field goal percentage, excellent three-point shot quality, and strong half-court spacing. They remain a serious championship threat. By the way, they did just get Jason Tatum back, I would say a couple days ago. First time, I believe he dropped 17 points. Didn't miss a dunk, but he still dropped 17 points. So, give it I say once we hit playoffs, I think Jason Tatum or prime Jason Tatum will be 75% back. All we just need, or all the Celtics need, is for that man to be at least 85% back. But they always remain a serious championship threat. Another team is the New York Nets with a record of 42-25. The Knicks continues to hold a top seed. Their success coming from defensive toughness, physical rebounding, strong interior scoring. And the Knicks have just been quietly one of the most efficient teams without Jalen Brunson being as good as he was last year, with his efficiency completely dropping or taking a statistical drop off a little bit, but he's still a top 5 point guard in the whole entire league, even though he's having one of his worst seasons ever since he came to the Knicks. But here is the team surging in the NBA. The number one is the Miami Heat with a record of 38-29. Miami has one of the hottest streaks in the whole entire league, a 7-game win streak, defensive intensity, and elite coaching adjustments. It's a classic Miami late season momentum. But by the way, Bam Adebayo did drop 83 points. And if you go to my YouTube channel, if you go to shorts, you should see one with both me doing a little voiceover of him dropping 83 points and the reason why he dropped 43 points. So make sure you watch that video, and let's get straight back into it. And on to the next team, the Orlando Magic, with the record of 37-28. Orlando is rising quickly with a 6-game win streak, the top tier defensive length, and improved shot creation. They're becoming a serious playoff problem. But their one downside, and I'm sorry about this, Caleb. Ooh, sorry. So one of my homeboys' favorite team is the Magic, and he keep trying to say that Paulo Banchero is one of the best players in the entire league. Sorry to break it to you, dog, but he's not. He's just not a top tier player anymore, and it's sad that he's a Magic fan. But Paulo Banchero, he's having a massive statistically drop off this season, and over like the past 2 seasons, he's been a complete terrible 3-point shooter. That's why they really needed Desmond Bane. Desmond Bane is doing pretty solid. But 3 first-round picks is still a complete overpay when you only got around 2 for Kevin Durant, who was a much better player than Desmond Bane at the time. But now on to teams struggling. We have the Milwaukee Bucks with a record of 27-38. Their major problems are defensive breakdowns, inconsistency, offensive rhythm, and their losing streaks. Another team is sadly my Chicago Bulls, who last night lost to the Los Angeles Lakers of all teams. Our record is 27-39. Our struggles include poor fourth quarter offense, low offensive rating, defensive lapses on the perimeter. Another team is the Indiana Pacers, only because Tyrese Halliburton was their complete offensive scoring weapon and also their offensive scoring passer. So basically, here is their whole entire offense. And plus, they did lose Miles Turner, but they currently has the longest losing streak in the league. They are rebuilding and developing their young talent. But here is the game of the last 2 weeks. It is the Thunder versus the Lakers. Why does this game matter? Because this is 2 Western Conference contenders. Major playoff seeding implications. Elite offense versus elite defense. The Thunder controlled the game by winning the turnover battle, limiting transition opportunities, and executing efficiencies in half-court sets. This matchup looked like a possible Western Conference Finals preview. And here is the players of the week over these last 3 weeks. Number 1, we have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, of course, playing for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Why he's dominating? Because of his elite scoring efficiency, clutch performance, with high usage, with low turnovers. He is playing at a complete MVP level. The next team, he comes from the Spurs. He's around 7'4", to like 7'6". His name is Victor Wembanyama, the alien. He impacts on metrics, defensive player of the year impacts, elite block percentage, and expanding offensive versatility. He is completely changing the Spurs defense. Another team comes from the Denver Nuggets. He is the Serbian Jesus, Nikola Jokic, the Joker. And his advanced impact is elite assist percentage with the top tier efficiency. Offense runs through him entirely. He remains the most efficient offensive hub in basketball. But now here comes the biggest league trend. The NBA is separating into 3 tiers. Tier 1, the championship contenders. It is the Thunders and the Spurs. Tier 2, series playoff teams. It is the Pistons, Celtics, Knicks, Lakers, and Nuggets. Those series playoff teams, they have the capability, but I think the Thunder and the Spurs will completely just bully them defensively. And don't forget about offensively, too. But Tier 3, it is a play-in battle. It is the Clippers, Warriors, Trailblazers, Magic, and the Heat. These play-in battle teams, they got what it takes. It's either 1, 2, or 3 players on their team that completely lacks in a specific category that their team desperately needs to make the playoffs. The final month of the season will determine who peaks at the right time. But here is the Bible verse of the week. It is Hebrews 12:11. Discipline seems painful at the time, but later it produces a harvest of righteousness and peace for those who have been trained by it. Just like the NBA team prepared for the playoffs, success often comes through discipline, preparation, and perseverance. But ladies and gentlemen, James, pass it over to you. And that was the NBA breakdown for March 1st through March 13th, 2026. The playoff race is completely tightening, contenders are emerging, and the final stretch of the season is about to begin. See you in the episode. It's been a Christian Sports Podcast. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.